It's your friendly neighborhood information operator, GeminiiDRAGON here, to give you the rundown about my new album, what it meant to me to make this new album, and about the songs that make up my latest album, 3. Now that we have gotten the formalities out the way, for those that don't know, I'm GeminiiDRAGON. I'm a singer, songwriter from Louisiana, specifically a little town called Thibodeau. I've been singing since I was, I don't know how old, and I love singing live and making albums, baby. I love all kinds of music, from rock to soul, funk to metal, jazz to juke joint blues. I'm a fan of music, and many of my influences come out in my songs. Now, enough of that. I'm here to tell you about my new album, 3. Let's start with track number 1. I Want to Know. First off, I made my album with someone extremely special to me, guitarist and producer Christian Simeon. And he is pretty much just like me in that he loves all kinds of music and music genres. So it's pretty interesting going into making a new album with him because he has a lot of ideas and he is a prolific songwriter. In fact, some of the songs from this album are reworked and reworded versions of songs from what I call the Simeon Vault. And I feel extremely blessed to be able to work with him and give my 2 cents and be a part of the flow of ideas and see and hear them start to form as we start to flesh out what becomes a GeminiiDRAGON album. I Want to Know is all about my love for soul music and the influence that women like Tina Turner, Mavis Staples, and the Emotions had on me growing up. I'm my own woman, but their struggles were real to me. And as I grew into a woman, I began to understand them more and more as I battled through my own struggles with love and relationships like most of us do. I poured my soul into this particular song, and it shows a vulnerability I haven't done on my previous records. I decided to be more open and free with my experiences and life stories. So I Want to Know was the first song penned, and it came out pretty close to what was envisioned when we began the writing process. Song number 2, Desert Heart. Well, that was all built around a song of the same title from the Vault. According to Christian, he'd been toying around with the main riff of this one for years. The lyrics really resonated with me, and after a little tweaking, it came together pretty smoothly. The song is about the perils of being in love with a person that is really cold-hearted and in return makes me feel the exact same way about them. It's a tragic tale we've heard a million times in a million ways. I just felt like I needed to tell my particular story about the feelings that we all ultimately feel from time to time. And yeah, I really love this one. Number 3, Clowns. Well, the story sort of continues as, I don't know, maybe a part 2 to the previous tune, Desert Heart. The song is about a romantic partner that treats you with no respect and disregards you as a woman and a person. Some of us go through things like this far too much. I know I have. This is another one based on a song from the Vault. It's especially for women who have no one to turn to when things like this occur. I wanted to give them a place to turn to and know that they are not alone. You know what I mean? We will stand together to not be treated that way. So yeah, I screamed it out on tape, and Clowns was reborn. That song really means a lot to me. Number 4, wasted time. Oh man, don't we all have a crap load of that? It's pretty self-explanatory. I sing in the chorus, if I had a dime for my wasted time, I'd be a billionaire, baby. I mean, come on. There are so many things we can look back on and say, what in the hell was I thinking? Or why did I do that? It's as old as time itself. No pun intended. Yeah, wasted time is just a tune about, well, just that all the days of wasted time I spent on bad opportunities and bad relationships, bad men or whatever. It was just a bunch of wasted time that I'll never get back. Everybody, I mean everybody, can relate. Song number 5, Great Day. What can I say? Catchy, upbeat, up-tempo ear candy. I don't know, I think we were riding in the car one day and a Cheap Trick song, Surrender, was on the radio, and I remember saying, that is such a classic song and so uplifting and vibrant. Christian had a demo that had just been sitting around, and I finally heard it. I was like, you've been holding out on me. He laughed and we went to work on it. I just wanted something that was upbeat and lighthearted, but was all about making you feel good and being positive about life. You know life can be so hard most of the time. And I wanted to give the people something for, if only 3 or 4 minutes, my contribution to just feeling good about themselves and the life they lead. Just be happy. Song number 6, You Ain't Up to No Good, featuring TJ Wong and Chad Rupp, a couple of amazing players from up there in Portland, Oregon. Everyone that knows me at this point, and Christian as well, knows we are huge Stevie Ray Vaughan and ZZ Top fans and their version of Texas Blues. I think Kenny Wayne Shepherd sort of burned his mark on our brains as well when it came to this particular style of blues rock. The song is an ode to Stevie's impact on our lives and, well, music in general. Kenny has been an integral part of continuing that sound, and we just wanted to pay homage to Mr. Vaughan and the guitar-heavy blues of Texas. When writing the lyrics for Christian and recording the song, I pulled from my own experiences and the emotions I was feeling at that time. I also wanted to give a little nod to one of my favorite blues tunes, Going Down Slow, covered by one of my favorite blues legends, Howlin' Wolf. And after hearing just the rough of the song, I knew it was going to be amazing. Then TJ and Chad got a hold of it and really put their stamp on it, and man, they both killed it on this song. Song number 7, Cherokee. Wow. I've always been a person who seeks out historical knowledge, especially about my ancestral heritage and lineage. I'm not sure how much Native American blood is coursing through these veins, but I feel a definite connection to their history and their past. Cherokee was born from conversations about the history of Native Americans and the pride they have and all they have endured, their past and current struggles. It's a rocker for sure, but with a lot of heart. I know when I initially heard it, I thought about the many nights Christian and I sat around jamming to Eric Clapton's Derek and the Dominoes record. Man. You love a lot of the 70s and 80s AOR, or excuse me, album-oriented rock music. So it really comes through in our music. We think so anyway. I mean, man, we really dig all those bands like Fleetwood Mac and Heart, and artists like Eric Clapton and David Bowie. There's just so many great artists of that time and great albums. And we just want to try and continue that passion with our records in this day and age of singles and streaming. When we make an album, we want to make an album, you know what I mean? A complete collection of songs that carry a line of commonality. Song number 8. Hey, I'm not trying to be no man's fool. Been there, done that, not doing it again. And I wrote a song just about that. Don't play with me and I won't wring your neck. Now, I mean, I just wanted to continue my assault and fight for the ladies who are going through the toils of bad relationships. I mean, it's sort of, all I have to offer is encouragement and words of enlightenment, letting them know we're out here with you. We know what you're going through and we're here to fight with you. Never give up and never give in to that bull crap from no dang man. Don't be a fool for him, girl. This was a fun song to write and record. It's one of my favorites, and I hope it becomes one of yours too. Song 9. Just like you, I don't want to be no fool for a man. And here goes the other side of that pendulum. Yeah, we get caught up in this bull jive and we get caught up in his love. Now, we wrote this one on a rainy night while Christian was just kind of noodling around on guitar. It was sort of funky and bluesy to me, and I was feeling the vibe of it. I think it was, or has, a real funky kind of vibe, you know, really murky. And I think we'll definitely do a music video for this one. I dig it a lot. Number 10, Last Train to Thibodeau. Like I Want to Know was me and my infatuation with soul music. Christian really put this one together for me and gave me a super cool space to be vivid with my lyrics. The groove and just the overall aesthetic of the song breathes soul for me. I had a lot of options that were going through my mind lyrically, but ultimately the story of a woman who traveled away from home to find her way in this big, nasty, nasty world, in a big city. Thought she found love, but just found another playboy. She was led astray for a brief moment, but found her way back to herself and home, where she would be safe from the big bad wolves of the world. So it's a song with a slightly happy ending, I guess. She's stronger now for her journey and finding her independence as a woman. Song number 11. We just wanted to continue our story of Ballad of Willie Mae and George. That song really did well with fans, and it resonated across the board with people. I think we touched a place with blues music fans, telling an age-old story about the woes an unfaithful partner can cause. So Willie Mae had more to say, and I wrote more about how she felt. This story is a long way from being over. We have way more songs that will continue that line of storytelling. Anyway, I like to think we made a great record. We had fun making it, as usual, and we'll continue to try to give you guys good songs and good times. I'm glad we have a chance to reach out to so many amazing people and have a chance to create memories that hopefully will stand the test of time with music fans. Please go check out my music, the singles, the albums, and come to a show in your area. Oh hell, travel to one. I promise you, you will have the time of your life. See you soon, Heart 5 family.